afternoon and welcome back to One Turret Short of a Chateau. I'm sorry for the delay that we didn't post a vlog yesterday, Sunday, but you have one today, Monday. It has been busy here, so this week's vlog is a little shorter than normal with it having been busy. I've also been doing a very important job this week. I've been on anti-Clare duty, and anti-Clare duty is a duty that I really enjoy doing. I enjoy spending time with my nieces and nephews, and this time, while they were visiting, we cooked Christmas cookies. Yes, in this heat. And here's some of the antics from this week. Hello. Has it been a tiring morning for you so far? You look very relaxed and very chilled out there, I must say. But it's time to get up now. Oh, you are too cute and you know it.
I'm Stephen Murphy and I'm Sky's Ireland correspondent.
Good day. This is my collection of copper pans. I don't normally have time to do anything with these. They're nice, but they're like decorative tat. And yeah, these are going to take an age and a day to polish. So yeah, let's realistically see how long it's going to take me to do all of these. As you can see behind me, all of the copper is now sparklingly clean. It took about 3 hours, and since then I've been processing the 7 kilos of plums. I have my basket over here. I have some halved ones. I've got my rubbish pot, and then I've been putting them into packets and vacuum sealing them to go in the freezer. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, Conehead. Oh, hello. Oh, my Flora. Oh, my Merla. Good morning. I'm driving the van this morning. Mr. Butcher is the passenger. And we are off to see my parents today. We have arrived at my parents'. I have lunch in the bag. And the first thing that we need to do before we get to the Woodyard is we need to unload the log splitter.
Right, we could probably let go, yeah.
One log splitter off the van. Well, we've made it to the Woodyard, but there's nobody around. We think that they could have all gone on holiday. It's nearly August, so... Well, we didn't get any wood. There was no one there. They were all on holiday. However, look who we are with. Mother Dearest.
Hello.
How are we doing today, Mother Dearest?
I'm getting there, thank you.
Your hair looks very nice today.
Thank you, I did it especially for you coming.
Lovely, lovely. And the ribs? The ribs are all there?
Pass.
Pass? Okay, next question. Good morning. Yesterday we went to the Woodyard, which wasn't very successful at all, and then we popped in to see my parents. On the way back we stopped at the second-hand furniture shop, Trock, and I had a little bit of a score for eventually the new kitchen. Now, it is going to go into storage. It's going to go into storage at our side of the house so it doesn't get covered in mould. But look at this. So it's not a traditional old French butcher's block. However, it is an IKEA one, and the top is bamboo. It's not marked very much. Normally these go for, I think they're about €500 brand new. This one was at €300. So I'm quite pleased with that. Don't get me wrong, I really like the old French butcher's blocks, but the tops on them are knackered normally and they're not very hygienic. So yeah, gone with something a bit modern there. And also, it's easier to clean. Later on this afternoon, we've got guests arriving for the gîte. So I'm in my mucky, dirty, crappy clothes and I'm about to go and clean the gîte. At the same time, Mr. Butcher is trying to do a little bit of a tweak to the gates just to make them shut easier, because a couple of guests said, oh, it's a bit hard to shut them. So we did have somebody who came out that we employed to fix the gates. He was called Tony. I just want to point out that it wasn't Tony from Not Quite a Chateau DIY channel. He did a good job, he did a really good job, but he said that basically the handle mechanism was knackered on the gate. So that's what he's up to at the moment. It always looks like a promising job when you have an angle grinder, safety glasses and a watering can. It's like one of those demos, isn't it, on like kids art things. You will need this and this. So very quickly, what are you trying?
Well, I can't get that off the gate. I can't get that's all very firmly stuck. So for today, that just drops a bit. And I'm just cutting the concrete back so the gate can actually shut.
Okay.
For the visitors that are arriving in 5 hours.
Doing a really good job, dear. In the gîte, I have had Mr. Butcher come and do an improvement. I have had him oil this worktop because it was really dry. And also, I've got him to put this silicone bead along the back because the grout was crumbling at the bottom and it was... Anyway, I'm going to put the camera down, I'm going to put the music on, and I'm going to start cleaning in here. To give this sheet a really good deep clean before the next guests are in, takes about 2 hours, and that's doing everything from making sure all of the plates and all of the cutlery are clean from the last guest, to changing beds, to cleaning windows. But I wanted to show you a little job that I do that is mildly disgusting. So if you have this idea in your head of, oh, we will move to France and we will open a B&B and it will be beautiful. Yeah, get with reality a little bit here. I'm cleaning out the shower drain. Yeah, it needs to be done. Yeah, that's a holy ringing job. And that's before you start on the toilet. So, you know, just a little bit of a reality check for everyone thinking that, you know, it's all sunshine and roses and yeah. And yeah, you do go through a lot of rubber gloves doing this. Well, I took my time today, 2.5 hours, but I pulled out all of the bed, mopped underneath it, done the same with the sofa, dusted, cleaned the windows inside and out, and it's all ready to go for our next guest this afternoon. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and a little break, and then the next thing is the outdoor toilets. Glamour. Good morning. I was up at 7:30 this morning. I've been and done all of the breakfast stuff, set it all out, and I've come back to bed because I don't do mornings. But I'm not going to go back to sleep now because I've had coffee. So I'm just going to sit here and watch breakfast TV with the kids. Good morning, Flora. Well, that was a nice sit in bed for a while. I'm back up now, and the first thing I'm doing is I have the fun of cleaning our side of the house. I'm starting with the kitchen. The plumbing in here is the worst thing on God's earth. Now that's a lot cleaner. It's back into the big house to clean down all of the breakfast things. So one thing I've got to put out with breakfast are these trays, and they're really, really good. I got them from a catering company in France. So you can lay everything out on here. However, underneath, when you lift it up, there's 2 cool blocks, and these keep it cold for a good 3 hours. So for the duration of breakfast, things stay cold, so they're not at a bad temperature. So yeah, time to clean everything away, put it in the dishwasher. Fun. Now breakfast is cleared away, it's time to relay everything for tomorrow's guests. We've got 3 tables occupied tomorrow. Yeah, time to get them relayed. The more you can do today, the less you have to do tomorrow. I've come back through to our side of the house. Mr. B has been out to the vets with Merlot, and he is no longer in the cone of shame. Merlot, are you out of your cone? Where's the cone? The cone has gone. Yes. But keeping in theme with looking after your pet, it's time to flee them. And yes, you have got from the vet some tablets. Look at that.
Guess which one was for Flora and which one was for Merlot.
I'm guessing that this one, the one on the right, is for Merlot.
Could be right there. We'll see whether the cheese is enough to hide it.
So these are flea tablets. How much were these?
87 euros for the 2.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, well.
Well, at least to be fair to Merlot, after everything that's happened with him, at least it's not a pessary.
Sit, paw, go on then. Oh. Well, gone. Gone. Does Flora want one? Just normal cheese.
Just normal cheese.
Normal, nothing to see here.
If anything, she's going to be the picky one, isn't she?
Oh, good girl.
We've got more guests arriving today. They have booked the lavender room and the Richard suite. So yeah, everything's all made up. I'm just doing a bit of a final check, making sure the rooms have got things like glasses, water next to the bed. We use plastic glasses, reusable glass bottles, and of course you want one of these. This is like the guidebook for the house, and this has actually taken some writing because it's in French and it's in English. And everything in the teal room is also pretty much good to go. I think the only thing I've got to do in here is maybe run the hoover around. Downstairs, and I've just popped into the sitting room to check everything. Actually, we shouldn't call this a sitting room, should we? We should call it the Grand Salon. Anyway, we are popping out today. We are going to upgrade this television in the corner. This came with us from England. It's not a smart TV. Yeah, you can get it to connect to like Netflix and YouTube, but we thought for guests they might want something that actually shows television. Yeah, so we're going to upgrade this to a smart TV. It's not very smart. Every room I go into, I'm also just checking for cobwebs because you get these tiny little spindly spiders, and Mel warned me about them, and they are a bugger because they just create webs and mess. So yeah, we're spider free in here. So that's the tables all laid up for breakfast tomorrow. You may be wondering where our fine porcelain comes from for our breakfast room. It comes from IKEA. The reason why it comes from IKEA is because it's white, it's new, it's clean. If you drop it and break one, it's not the end of the world. There's going to be no tears. Yeah, you know, bugger, I've got to replace it. It's not going to cost an arm and a leg either. So yeah, that's why we have IKEA whiteware or flatware, whatever you want to call it. So one good thing at the moment is that the sales are still on in France. So hopefully we may be able to pick up the TV slightly cheaper. One thing that hasn't left France is the swallows yet. Look at this. I will find some time to clean that off today. But as I say, it's a deterrent. And, you know, where there's muck, there's brass, apparently. Well, this is fun. There's lots of different options for televisions. I really, really don't think that we need something like ultra QLED, blah,
We
blah,
don't need
blah.
anything that big. It's all more about size, and that we don't turn it on and there are some channels.
It's not about size.
It's not about size.
It's about what you do with it.
Well, how it works, really, isn't it? Big enough.
If I dressed like that, I'd look like a right knob. Anyway, for a B&B, I think €199. That'll do, won't it? We've come to pick up the TV from the pickup point around the back of the supermarket, and just look at this. So that's somebody's knackered mattress, but in this yard it is just full of bottles of water that are all in plastic, that are baking away in more plastic under the sun. So the next time you drink a bottle of water, just think of where it's been. The next stop is to look for a new fridge for our side of the house. Just something temporary, because the problem that we've got is the fridge that's in there, it's that old that even when you turn the dial, I'm putting fresh produce in there, but it's just freezing. So it's like every time I pull out a cucumber or a lettuce, it's half frozen, and I'm binning more stuff than what it's worth. So sales, I managed to find something for €300. Good morning. I woke up at 6:45 this morning. If you know me, no, I didn't have an accident in bed. No, I wasn't getting up to go to the airport to go and have a couple of pints of lager. No, we have a B&B, and I was up getting breakfast ready. So I've now handed things over to Mr. B. He speaks better French than me, so he can deal with people giving them teas and coffees. It's not that hard. I've come back here. I'm going to have a coffee. I'm going to go back to bed for half an hour. I'm going to loll. I'm going to read the Daily Mail. I'm going to read a website that possibly talks about chateau owners. I think really your t-shirt says it all, really. I think considering that you've not changed up of bed yet.
I've had a shower and everything.
I haven't, you know. And then I'm about to go strip beds and remake rooms and clean toilets.
I've been picking Merlot and Flora deposits from the yard.
I pick up your deposits. So I did get out of bed after about half an hour. I had a quick swim, which was really refreshing. And now it's changeover time. Good morning from the pool. It's time for a quick swim, quick coffee, and then crack on with the day. Been up, done breakfast. Yeah, getting used to this now, slowly. Well, I can tell you that was absolutely lovely. What a refreshing start-ish to the day. So I'm out here and I've not shown you the greenhouse this year. And even though we've been busy renovating, I did manage to get some things planted. So at the back we've got tomatoes, although they've not been very successful in here this year. I have got peppers growing in here. I've got some chilies, I've got some basil, and the other thing I have been growing this year is these. And these are physalis. They go great for decorating desserts or to go on a cheese platter or just on their own. They're a bit bitter, but they're very nice. And then along the side of the greenhouse I've got things in tubs, like there's a melon plant, there's cherry tomatoes, there's some more peppers, there's some cucumbers, and out of nowhere is this beautiful sunflower. I have had some successes in the garden this year, and I think with all of the other jobs that have been going on, it's not been too bad what we've had from the greenhouse. However, I've not really been able to use the term in any of my cooking from the garden. However, you reap what you sow, as they say. And for the 50 kilos of plums we gave one of our neighbours, we got back a bottle of Lillet aperitif from them, which was very, very nice. We also have met some other people in the village, and they kindly came and dropped off some more vegetables the other night. So these are from some of our French neighbours who own an allotment. These are some Mirabelle plums, and they also brought us courgette, aubergine, peppers, tomatoes. When we popped round to my parents, they gave us this pot of tomatoes, and my nieces and nephews came to visit yesterday and decided to bring me a giant pot of blackberries. So on top of everything else, I'm going to be a busy lady this afternoon, that's for sure. All of our morning jobs are done and it's time for a quick trip to the market. We're a little later leaving than usual, so hopefully they've got some bread left. So we've made it, it's 20 to 12 and it's really quite busy. This is the butcher's that we come to most weeks, and one of his specialities is horse. So at the back you've got sirloin steak, but horse. You've also got a roasting joint of horse. What's next? Fish. You can get some good deals. There's spider crabs. There's 5 lemon sole for €20. There's another type of sole here, 5 for €15. Got some lovely crevettes and langoustines today. Whilst he's grabbing some crevettes, I'm off to see whether there's any bread left. Is that there is bread left? Look at the brioche. Look at the packet of cigarettes in the background as well. Next stop is one of my favourite people, Cheeseman. This week he does have Wookie whole cheddar. And as you can see, this counter goes on for miles of cheese. I love coming here as much as possible because you're supporting local businesses and local farmers and producers. You can choose things for the freshness, the quality. You know, you don't have to buy a lot of things. You can just buy one of something. It's not like going into a supermarket and buying a pack of 6 tomatoes. If you want, you can just buy 1 tomato. And the other thing, you've not got all of the plastic wrapping and packaging that necessarily comes with things from the supermarket. So this is a really nice, pleasant way to shop and spend a Sunday afternoon or a Sunday morning. Times and days. So for example, this is a couple who come here every week and they always have something seasonal, and these melons are from Burclue, and Burclue is where the déchetterie is. So they're not necessarily melons from the tip, but they're grown from near to the tip, and they come in different sizes and they're different prices. The other thing when you shop with people on markets is if you come frequently enough, you build up a bit of a rapport with them, and you'll get little odd freebies here and there. You'll get discounts. We've just been told by the fruit and veg lady, or one of them, that we're late, which we are. We didn't sleep in, we've been working. At the moment, I cannot get enough of these white peaches. They are, amazing. And there's lots of things for confying around in stalls at the moment, like apricots. And I can tell you, I have definitely had enough of plums. Earlier this week we had a lovely card through the post from Helen and Aidan Hill, which said basically congratulations on opening, and they sent us some money in there to buy some drinks. So they're on Helen and Aidan. So thank you both very much. Everyone's now closing up and it's time for us to go home. I know I said at the start of this vlog that it wasn't going to be very long, and I can't believe how far I've actually got with the footage that I had from this week. Anyway, I am back in the kitchen, and I've decided that over the next few weeks I'm going to use this kitchen more because it's a working kitchen, it's not a museum, you know. Let's use it. Next week, I will be bringing you a couple of little cooking demos for you to enjoy, which are dead simple to do at home. And for this week, we will be skipping one of the week. It is, it's 25 to 6 here, so I've got to get on and edit this video quickly. But just a quick thanks to everyone for all of your lovely comments. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.